Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Last time, Beriathan was helping Adso and his workers establishing camp. We'll continue moving towards Buckland to continue the epic line. As you see, I took the time to improve my crafting a little bit. I'm almost done with the apprentice tier. Hopefully it will be done the next couple episodes, and we'll continue with journeyman tier. I got the Stone of the Tortoise as I told you I was gonna do, so we don't outlevel the content, especially with craft XP. Like leveling up with craft XP, but we're not gonna need this anymore as we already have done all the crafting we needed. So with that out of the way, we are ready to continue. So let's head west and let's look for Brunmore, one of the brigands that is giving Adso so much trouble. As of the time of recording this, don't know when this is gonna be uploaded, but right now there is a sale on storage, back storage, shared storage, wardrobe loads. I took the opportunity to get a full extra back slots right here. This was more needed for my high level characters who have a lot of things in their inventory. Not so much for Beriathan, but it's a nice addition nonetheless. Here we are at the brigand camp. Let's see where this Brunmore is. Here it is. Just get all our leads and dots going on in here. Oh, so he healed. Well, too bad for ya. We have so many leads and dots available right now. Well, just dots, not bleeds yet, but anyway, with all the dots that we have and the life tap of offensive strike, you see he didn't stand a chance. So as I was telling you on one of the previous episodes, we are already starting to get quite powerful. Great! So it's great we're able to well, start experiencing the potential of the class so early. One of the reasons why I love the Warden, you're basically unstoppable if you know what you're doing. What else do we have here? We'll make our way back to Adso's camp. I think he's gonna send us back to Buckland with his suppliers over at Buckland. We will skip the other quests there that lead us to the Old Forest for the moment. As I was telling you on the previous episode, I'm not so keen on start killing boars once again, and well, I like the Old Forest, but I think we won't go there. Thank you for your help, Beriathan, though I wish I didn't have to ask you to do it. I should have been the one, but I'm such a small person in this big world. Still, You've done everything I could have asked and more. You will always be welcome at Adso's. What do we have here that is remotely useful? This one, I think. Okay, so Adso, it seems, will give you the quest to vector you to Buckland after doing the quests in the Old Forest. So you know what? Change of plans. We'll kill some boars.
I'll not be ignored.
Boars can grow quite large and dangerous. The boars of Bree have always been a source of food, and the ones here in the southern Breefields are no exception. Adso and others have grown fond of one of my meals, boar's heads too. If you could help gather the heads, I can make my delicacy and keep folks here well fed.
I do not ask much of you.
Winter will be upon us soon, and folk around here will need to keep warm. Those southerners keep looting the site here and taking the most important things this camp has. Chief among them blankets and pelts for keeping warm. I joined Adso here because the pay was good and hunting bear has long been my profession. Bear hides can be used for good blankets, but I can only hunt so many, and there is need of me to cure the hides. If you are willing, there are a great many bears in a hollow just north of Outlaw's Heaven. Outlaw's Heaven is west and north of Adso's camp. Get me some hides and I will make it worth your while. So, I think this bear den this guy was mentioning does have another of the Dunedain ruins. So we'll go really quick and let's see if we can pull some of these guys. We at least won't take as much time doing this. Because I'm telling you, right now I cannot wait to get my masteries and be able to build gambits a little bit faster. Also looking forward for Steadfast. Hell yes. So that would let you break off stand bases and all of that. Or especially can get quite annoying with that. Okay, you see? So over here, where I'm moving the cursor, is where the ruins I was telling you about are located. We can leave the dot on the board and move along. And rinse and repeat over here. Precise blow and war cry is more than enough for that. Hopefully, we'll level up very soon. Kill one more boar or bear. Unscathed. So what do we have here? Level 17, 1 class trait point. A new title has been bestowed upon you. You may now be known as Beriathan the Unscathed, so great. We have here reached level 17 without being defeated, and also mail from Saeradan. Greetings, I am Saeradan and my Lord Strider asked me to watch your progress in these lands. Your efforts to thwart these brigands may appear to be at an end. I fear it's not. If you would visit me at my lodge, we can discuss in depth the depths to which Bill Fernie has sunk. And one quest item in here. Beriathan, I write to you on behalf of my captain, Strider. I am tasked with watching the events here in Brilland and have learned that you have done much to assist the folk here. Your recent efforts in Brilland came to my notice when I learned you aided a hobbit with a problem with brigands. Your efforts against these brigands are admirable, and though you may have thought they were at an end, I regrettably must inform you that they are not yet finished. Bill Fenry, a citizen of Bray, in his own self-interest, endangers the lives of all the citizens of this land with his actions. If you are willing, make the journey north along the ringway to my cabin. You will find it east of Thornley's farm between Bray and the borders of the North Towns. So eventually we'll be exploring a little bit of that part of Brilland? Not yet though. So I think there was a piece of Dunedain history here, but it seems there's not. Anyway, we can also start harvesting journeyman components. Hobnanigans? Not too interested in doing hobnanigans. I don't know. I thought there was something of interesting here. Blake? Something. Okay. Let's kill the Beriathan. These are a lot of birds. Oh my god. I cannot die with this. I refuse to die. Okay, that was a little bit intense. Maybe I was chewing more than I could handle. It was close. This is the biggest risk with the warden, really, getting overconfident in your soloing abilities. At least we can speed up a little bit our progress in here. This is the last bear, thankfully. Should be enough to kill him. Great. Didn't come all this way to be killed at level 17. Not a chance. Even though we're quite strong already, I think it's better to take it easy. Or a little bit easier at least. I think I should have counted, kept count of how many bears I was pulling. How many were there, like 7, 8? Hate you. This is what I don't like, fighting wars. I hate when they stun you like you're just a boar, you don't have any chance. Why delay the inevitable? Why delay me? Don't resist it, basically. I don't know if you saw there when I was pulling that boar. Well, let me show you here. We got a new javelin cosmetic, and I think that one goes really well with the Gondorian style. Well, in just a moment I'm gonna show that to you. as soon as I take care of this annoying beast. Here it is. Is the Reforged Warden's Javelin of the Second Age. Level 100 crafted. I like the blue tone. I think it goes really well with the Gondorian, as I was telling you.
Why are you bothering me?
Very fine job, to say the least. None of this is especially useful for Beriathan, so let's take any.
What is this world coming to?
Excellent quality. Once I cure these and prepare them, they will make adequate blankets. We will find warmth this winter after all.
Will you let me speak my piece?
You there! We've a wolf problem which needs addressing. Some time ago, Adso bought a fine, fat meat cow out of Buckland, but filthy wolves out of the old forest stole it, slaughtered it, and dragged it off. Hunt down the foul wolves in the northern part of the old forest. Bring me pelts as evidence of your work. I won't take any old, shabby pelt, mind you. I'll only accept the largest and most lustrous. What do we have here?
I do not ask much of you.
We have been working quite hard in this building for some time now, and it's thirsty work. But it seems that our water supply is running low. One of our hunters came across a spring in the northern parts of the old forest where the water is particularly sweet and refreshing. Great thing to find in such a wretched gloomy wood. Go southwest in the old forest and stay in the north woods. The spring is a beautiful place, hard to miss in that dismal forest. I would appreciate if you could fetch the water for me as soon as possible. I would hate to run out before your return. The forest is getting dangerous, I hear, so you'll want to be careful. And lastly, right here, let's see what he wants us to do.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Nails are running low. Yes, the brigands even took our nails, can you imagine? Tips of a different sort than I have ever seen. We didn't fret over the nails though, and with the cost of iron where it is, I have reasoned a better solution to the problem with building Adsos in. The only problem is that the solution lay to the south within the old forest. In the shadow of the giant trees, there you will find roots, massive tendrils poking from the earth with the strength of the ages. If we can get out tough vines from those roots, we can craft strappings to tie our crossbeams together and save remaining nails for everything else that we need to build. What say you? Do you have the heart to face the dark and gloomy place to collect up some strapping from those roots? Very well. So we'll venture into the old forest at night. Fantastic. Helps with the atmosphere, and basically I'm doing these quests in the old forest because I would like to get the vector from Adso to go to Buckland. I think it flows better when you get the vector to get to the next area, so that's why. Here we are, in the old forest, and a blooming effect that I always thought is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Now, we're taking care of this guy. Let me also refresh my memory. What class dates are we working on? Strike with gold, shield bash, blocking, depth strike and defensive strike. No more deeds so far, which is a shame. Would love to get a little extra deeds. Even if it's the boot, to try out some more gambits. We have a big repertoire now, I think. Just using the same 3 for class dates. do like the old forest a lot. And I think we are near the place of one of the endwife flowers. Not so sure. That's a deed I always need the wiki for. I've never been able to memorize where all those flowers are. But I don't know if we will get the endwife's flowers while we are here. I expect to do that, but we have a new key. Defeat awakened trees in the old forest. Thankfully it's not, doesn't require as much kills as the others. Signature mob that can be quite annoying. Good thing about Shorty of Death is, if you are a little bit lucky with your roll, you can one-shot some enemies with it. Or at least that's what it is at level cap, so I'm expecting to be able to advance really quick. And there's the flower! But we'll need to take care of the spider first. I think those two should be enough. And here we are, here it is. Neldora's flower, Neldorlas. Yeah, those black spiders are not easy to see. Thankfully they are not hard. So 8 flowers, and I think right now I can only remember the location of 1 or 2 more, so we will also be going to, some of those flowers are located on areas of the old forest I don't think we will be visiting anytime soon. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Getting out of combat when you don't expect it, that's a mildly setback. Careful, I think we can use some of this minor warding and battle lores that I crafted to increase my survivability. Give us some extra edge with mitigations. Yeah, this is the area where getting the Undying Deed can get a little bit tricky if you are not careful with what you pull, like what I just did there. Because these trees do take a while to go down, and if you pull too many of them without realizing, well, you might be in trouble. They pound you around, so like it just happens, you can get pounded into another enemy, so yeah, the area is a little bit annoying. And if you don't know where to go, you could get lost easily. But I still like the atmosphere here in the old forest. And having floating names on is really helpful. Now, how many wolves are we missing in the old forest? One more wolf, two more vines. I think we can do this without pulling the tree. Just avoid AoEs for the moment. Perfect. Just missing one more. Where is it? Need one wolf? I think there should be one by the spring, right? Ah. There he is. Here, this is the induction bar that you get. You need to enable this on the UI settings and have floating names enabled, but it's really nice feature. We have an Explore the Old Forest date, Goldberry Spring, Bald Hill, Bombadil's House, and the Bonfire Glade. We will get all those as we follow the story, I think. But Weaver's Den, that will require going out of the path to get 2000 virtue XP, so I don't know if it's worth doing that. Anyways, here's Goldberry.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
You have come a long way for water and into danger you do not know. It is true the water of my pool is the sweetest, and I will gladly share, but the forest is wild and untamed, unfriendly to those who do not belong. Take this bucket and draw from my pool. Unless your friends drink too greedily, this will last far longer than water from the wells of Bray. Be wary as you journey back to the road, lest the forest trap you. My Tom is the master, but he is about his business and may not come to save you. Very well. Here we have the bucket of water. I think... This sucks. You get a run speed boost for carrying the water, but it's not as good as the one you get from Forced March. Just need to keep moving. That'll be it. After this, I hope we do get to Buckland. Not quite sure, but I think it did. We're nearing the exit. We're gonna find out in just a moment. Almost there. The way out. Boots. Really cool boots, I gotta say. I'm gonna take those. Outside of the forest. Let's equip the boots. Okay, it seems you need to deliver the water first, so, well... Let's deliver the water then. Here it is. Move, I want to finish the quest.
Why are you bothering me?
Thank you, Beriathan. You have saved us a good deal of time and trouble. I'll not waste more of your time with this. If we need more, I will send my hunters out to the spring. Take this as payment for your efforts. I must get back to work. We'll take those boots, but they are not as good as the others. Got known to the men of Bray. Good. Known through Bray. So, we have reputation and some LOTRO points. Well, let's equip these boots now. That's better.
What can I do for you?
Good work, this will do exactly as I expected. We can use this to lash together the beams we need for as long as this place will stand. Thank you for your work. So yes, I didn't realize the last wolf we killed didn't give us the pelts. So we'll need to go back to the old forest really quick. There was a wolf just here. So eager to get to the spring that I didn't realize. Here. You kindly die. That's it, we can go back to Adso's camp, to what will hopefully be the last time. Oh yeah, here's the guy.
What is this world coming to?
These are very fine indeed. Oh yes, I believe I owe you a reward. I believe there was a quest in which Adso sent you to Buckland. But it seems there's not.
What can I do for you today?
Does any other
If you
NPC
need
sense us
something,
there?
Speak up.
There are no quests, it seems. So let's mount our trusty Limbot and we'll get to Buckland on our own. Well, this was not entirely lost, at least we got some good XP and we are almost there to level 18. Hopefully we can get to level 18 before ending today's episode. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, let's just add the epic quest to the quest tracker. Almost there. Then we will enter the old forest from the other side. Maybe doing some quests for the Hobbits? But it will eventually send us to the Barrow Downs. We should already be level 20 by then. That's the plan. Here we are with Lenglinn.
What do you need?
Aragorn has sent aid. Nazgul, 4 more were in Buckland. They rode swiftly to the east upon black steeds. I was foolish enough to stand in their way and they ran me down. I will heal in time, but the riders have left a threat in their wake that must be dealt with. I must ask for your help.
Might I take a moment of your time?
In the Black Riders' wake, crebain have taken roost. They are not a common strain from Downland, but a breed I have not seen before. Likely these foul creatures keep watch on Buckland and the Shire, or at the very least me, since they have taken to staring at me in the night. While the crebain may seem nothing of interest, the fact that the enemy has eyes here is dangerous. If we were to blind his eyes, the enemy would not be as sure in directing its efforts. If you would, dispose of the crebain that roost of the southwest, just beyond my camp. Even killing one crebain will go a long way towards blinding the enemy. Luckily, the crebain are not far away. So let's pull all these guys. We'll kill all 4. That's it.
What can I do for you?
Good, you have slain those foul birds. The enemy will not be nearly as sure in their efforts now. However, I still have need of your aid. I must ask that you do something in Buckland, as it was their horn call that alerted me to the presence of the Nazgul.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You say that Underhill is with Aragorn? I know of no Underhills. I was sent to watch over a hobbit named Baggins. I must assume that is whom Aragorn spoke of. That he is safe is welcome news, for my fears are somewhat allayed. It was late in the night when I heard the horn call of Buckland. Running to the road, I saw the Nazgul leaving Buckland at a gallop. I tried to stop them, but they ran me down. I fear they had already found Baggins. The 4 riders passed eastward towards Bree, but we may discover what they learned, if anything, at Baggins' home in Creek Hollow. It is a cottage surrounded by a high hedge almost directly southeast of the Buckland gate. If you learn anything there, return to me. What news you can bring me may help determine the movement of the Nazgul. Alright. Something I just realized by reading this text is... well, you get the indications on how to find Creek Hollow, how to get there. Because not all players might be familiar with the lore to be able to find the place on their own, but supposedly this was a journey Frodo took in secrecy, so the Ranger should not know its location. Anyway, we are here in the Shire. Maybe I was misremembering this.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
These are the guys
Stay,
who
have some
will
tea.
eventually send you to
Hello,
Adso, I
friend.
believe?
Could you help me with something?
You're mad if you think I'm gonna kill more boars for ya. Here's Elendil.
Hello there.
Hello, hello, you have come all the way here for Barlim and Butterfur. He is a sweet dear to think of us hobbits so far away as he is. He must have heard about the trouble going on in the old forest, I imagine. If you are willing to help on that score, there will be plenty to do.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Are you looking for work? Well, it's not much, but maybe you can do me a favor. I inquired about notes on the old forest from Farmer Maggot, and I still have not received them. Perhaps you would be willing to go his farm and ask him where they may be. You can find Maggot's farm, Banfurlong, in the Marish. That's the Green Hill country in the Shire, across the Brandywine River. Cross the Brandywine Bridge and turn south on the river road. His farm won't be far away. The Buckleberry ferry would be faster, but the Panders want no one using it for the moment. Farmer Maggot doesn't like trespassers, but he's a good enough sort when you get to know him. I'm not feeling like going to the Shire right now. I think it will take quite some time for us. And men roaming freely in the Shire doesn't seem lord friendly either, so let's just get to Creek Hollow.
Dear me, what do you want?
What? Who? I don't have it. Oh wait, you aren't one of those black riders. Yeah. We're black, but not one of them. I must tell you that I haven't been so frightened in my life. Did they learn anything from me? Well, those riders came busting into the house, but I had already slipped out of the back way. Not a thing did they get from me. When the sheriffs came, they made me tell them about Frodo and the others going off into the old forest, but I didn't say a thing about the enemy's ring. Oh dear, what is that? It sounds like crows. They're coming close. The enemy's ring, that's quite the discovery. And that explains a little bit what has been happening to Beriathan. What are the Nazgûl doing so far away from Mordor? You didn't get all of them though. Some flew off into the old forest. I hope they don't come back. Well, we'll need to get to Lenglinn and tell him that some crebain escaped into the old forest. Let's take a quick shortcut. Okay, we'll leave through the gate as civilized people, I guess. Get away from me. I don't want to fight any more boars. I was thinking the other day, there's the Boar Slayer deed in Eriador, and I think we've already killed enough boars for Brilliant, so yeah, go away.
What can I do for you?
The enemy's ring! It is no wonder Aragorn was so secretive as to why the enemy was seeking Baggins. If the crebain heard Fredegar's words, the enemy will know for certain that the ring is no longer in the Shire, and all will be lost. Finding those birds in the old forest will be no simple task. I would ask that you return to Aragorn in Bree and seek his counsel on how to find these foul birds. Luckily, we have our milestone skill for the prancing pony. We will save some time. Here we are, back at the pony. Let's talk to Aragorn.
You bring dire news.
This is dire news. While the 4 hobbits I was awaiting are safe for the moment, the protection of Bree offers is fleeting at best. We must leave soon, and if the enemy's suspicions were confirmed by this crebain, that what they seek is no longer in the Shire, our trip may be all the more perilous. Yet, the old forest is a twisting labyrinth that can lead even the most experienced tracker astray. Finding this crebain will not be easy.
Listen well.
There is one who could find this crebain for us, if we were to ask him for such aid. However, he may not see our words as his. He is known by many peoples by many names. Of old he was known as Oral to men, while to the dwarves he was simply Forn. The elves called him Yarwain Benadar, oldest and fatherless. However, in these days he is known as Tom Bombadil by those few who are aware of him. Look for old Bombadil's house, which lies at the far eastern end of the Window, the river that flows through the old forest. He may help you if you ask him in my name, Aragorn. If you discover anything, I would ask that you address it as best you can. I wish I could help you in this task, but the safety of my charges come before all else. Well, back to Buckland it is. It would be better entering to the forest through Buckland. Adso's camp would lead us too far away from Bombadil's house, but I forgot to discover the stable master at Buckland, so we'll go the long way. This is a good moment to use a 5% running boost and equip this one here. Very well.
How can I be of service?
To Adso's once again. Move. There are some ruins in here for scholar mats, but doesn't seem like it. Ah yeah, here's one. We'll grab it really quick. Perfect. We'll grab Trust the Steed, Trust the Limbat, and we'll make our way to Buckland once again. Yeah, nothing much to do here, I believe. We might be able to enter the old forest, get as far as the Bold Hill, but I don't think we will be able to meet Bombadil. Never know, but I don't think so. Let's make sure just to get the stable discovered to avoid this in the future. Although I don't think we'll need to get back to Buckland. As part of the epic at least. So, we're back. Wasn't that long of a ride, I would say. So, where's the stable master? Here-ish, I believe. Should be right here. Yeah, I see it now.
How do you do?
Thank you for that. And here we are. There's a lot of quests.
Might I speak with you a moment?
The bears of the Old Forest have always been dangerous, but in the past they were not very aggressive and could be avoided. Now they are roaming all over the place and may even come out of the forest to threaten Buckland if they aren't stopped. There is a tunnel through the high east of here. Hey.
Please stay a moment.
Wolves in the Old Forest have always been something of a threat to foresters and woodsmen, but they've been recently become more dangerous and aggressive. We don't want them coming into Buckland, so it would be best to hunt them down now in the Old Forest itself. There is a tunnel through the high hay east of here.
Might I have a word with you?
And bats. The bats of the Old Forest have been a minor annoyance in the past, but of late they have grown very aggressive and even dangerous. They could become a plague in Buckland, so we need to reduce their numbers before that happens. There is a tunnel through the high hay east of here, yes, I know. Only 3 times already.
Could I take a moment of your time?
These are strange days. Most hobbits stay away from the Old Forest, but my living depends on it, and I've never had any problems, till now. The forest creatures have all gone strange. I swear the tree roots themselves moved to trip me up, and now I've sprained my ankle. I still need to collect some mushrooms. They grow in the west part of the forest between the bonfire glade and Bold Hill. Also, please bring in some lumber from my seasoning pile. The pile is to the east past the bonfire glade and a little south, and I need some sap from the old maple on Bold Hill east of the bonfire glade. I'll gladly split my fee with you. Here, take my bucket for the sap and thank you kindly. Let's see how much of these quests can we advance. So we need to kill a lot of animals and collect some lumber and mushrooms and sap, maple sap. So there's plenty of stuff to do. Alright, so let's pull them on bigger groups. There's the lumber. Let's make our way to the bonfire glade and the bold hill. There's plenty of bats here. Let's pull a couple more. They keep stabbing you to death. Stop that. You guys are quite annoying. We're missing just a few. Let's get these guys. Patience, patience. Very well, so we took care of the bats. Now we're missing wolves, bears, mushrooms, and the sap. I think we can extend the episode just a little bit so we can complete all these quests. After we turn them in, we'll call it a wrap for today. Let's pull this guy here, come on. Very well. Bear over here. There should be more bears on the bonfire glade. If not, we can go south and look for them. This is the last mushroom we need. Now the maple should be on top of the bold hill. Okay, it was not hard to find. Now we're only missing a few more wolves and bears. Very well. There's a wolf. Perfect. Deeper in the forest there are some spiders and some horns that you can find on the southeastern area, but on the place we're in, I think there's wolves and bears only. After this quest, we'll get a vector to get deeper into the forest. That's when things start getting interesting, I would say. Once again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Up here, there should be... Maybe not a... Bear then proper but an area with plenty of bears for us to take care of. And we're almost done with wolves. There should be a bear there. Wolf in here. That'll be the last one, and then we can just focus on bears. Where are the bears? Come here. All right. What else? Just missing 2 more bears. Here's one. Give me a break. That's it for the bears. We're ready to go back to the Hobbits and turn in these quests. If we hit level 18 in the process, that will be great. Getting the horse to speed things up. Back at Buckland. So let's see.
Is there something I can do for you?
My thanks, friend, for all your... What's this? This episode's already gone bad, and my season wood, it's rotted, and these mushrooms, they're poisonous. Friend, you can't be blamed about all this. It's useless to me.
Please, stay a moment.
So, what do we got here? We got your level has changed to level 18, and we got power attack. So, yeah. Spear, shield, and fist. Our first bleed. Very good. All the things you've gathered for me are useless, rotten, and ruined. Something queer is going on. What with the animals all upset and the forest seeming, well, more awake than usual. There is a wise old hobbit, a forester, who oft camps a ways into the old forest. Look for him beyond all Mightyfoot's Hill, which you can find southeast of the bonfire glade. Maybe Gilly knows what's going on. I'd appreciate if you talk to him. Brandybuck, that's his name. I'm worried. We had to burn part of the forest when it got too uppity years back, but this is far worse than it was before. If the Bounders have to start another fire, then might destroy the whole forest, and then where would we be? Well, let's talk with these 3 guys.
Is there something I can do for you?
Looks like you've been busy in those woods. Well, a promise is a promise and you have earned this well.
Can't a body be
Well
left
done.
alone?
Here's your fee.
What do you need?
Look forward to not hearing howls in the night. Thank you, Beriathan. And here.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Giant spiders are a menace to everyone, but there have until recently been only a few in the old forest. Now their webs can be found in many places, and we are worried that they may soon spread to endanger everyone. There is a tunnel through the high hay east of here, so once again we'll go killing some spiders. So perfect! That would be a wrap for today's episode. So next time Beriathan will continue further into the forest, maybe kill some spiders along the way, but the goal would be to meet Tom Bombadil and find out what happened to the crebain of the enemy and the Hobbits of the Shire. But until then, thanks once again for watching Citadel Guard's Adventures, for tagging along. Leave a comment down below with what you would like to see in the channel. Subscribe if you like what you see here, and in the meantime, see you next episode. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon.